Okay, good morning, everyone. Let's get right to work. Right off the bat, I forgot to grab my iPad this morning. So I'm going to do exclusively questions from Instagram. I do apologize, but the way I normally do these is I'm working on the laptop or the desktop streaming, and then I stream from the phone, and then I have my iPad to watch the questions on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So, my friends over on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, I do apologize to you today. I sat down. I'm back in the home office, so I'm a couple hundred feet from the house, and I left my iPad in there. So I apologize for that, but Instagram peeps, I'm here for you. So that being said, nice market gap up today. Bunch of electric vehicle plays moving. We got DRAD as a potential dip and rip over. So let me just main ideas. DRAD, the dip and rip over 350. Not the best news, but dip and rip over 350. And then APVO was yesterday's squeezer. Would love to see a weak open red to green. APVO currently opening green, or I'm sorry, opening red. That's exactly what we like to see. A bunch of the EV plays are all gapping up. Man, NIO just keeps going. I tell you, I was very conservative last night in the Steady Trade team webinar, but man, just because of the election. But NIO was the main, well, not the main, probably one of four, very solid overnight ideas. Now, I have to admit, I kind of begged everyone to be really cautious overnight with the election. But NIO and then GME was the other one. A couple very low-risk stocks. I mean, GME is like the most boring stock ever, but closed nicely yesterday and then gapping up today. So, all right. So NIO, man, I don't know if you chase up here. What I would hope for is like a VWAP bounce type thing. So it's the best. I mean, I would say this: if you took it overnight, congrats. This thing's been on a hell of a move. I don't know if you can really buy way up here. I mean, a 7% gap after running for a month now. This thing's running for a month. This thing's been running since June. So I'm going to say this. Congrats if you've been swinging this. If you're looking for an entry today, I'd say you got to wait for some kind of pullback, I think. Pull back to VWAP, pull back to a whole dollar, half dollar, pull back to 52s, something. Now, the way things are looking so far, is that a new high on the market? Yeah, market ripstick. Woo! Woo! Anyway, I'll probably come back tomorrow and NIO will be at 40. And I'll be like, oh, should have bought it in pre yesterday. What was I saying? Waiting for a dip. But that's joking. Seriously, I think you just got to wait for some sort of better entry than buying the high here. So now the one thing on the overall market, this is something I talked about for a week. As of right now, it's a complete mirror of 2016. I don't know. I'm not going to rant about it. I said, let's just get through the election. I know we're going to bounce. And so far, we are. Lyft and Uber, I'm liking them. More boring, slower movers. But with Prop 22 passing, definitely, I think, Lyft and Uber, I don't think are going to be, any sort of like wild movers. But if you're looking for a lower risk swing trade, I think Prop 22 very bullish for both of them. WWR moving. Eh. I mean, I'm not bashing it, but WWR just, I mean, is there news? Yeah. I mean, WWR needs news. So this chart, I mean, this is straight death. Okay. So not trying to pick on you, Chris, but WWR needs something. I mean, needs some news, needs something. So WKHS, yeah, I mean, all the EV plays are moving. Again, my favorite is probably NIO, but you got, I mean, Plug's been hitting high days. Blink's been hitting the high day. Candy's been running. So I've got a whole watch list of EV plays. I sort by volume, and then I look for breakouts. So that makes, if you're wondering why NIO, volume, and it's a breakout. Those are the two biggest delineations. That's why I'm focused on NIO. But all the EV plays are in play this morning. I mean, they're all up, every single one of them. So, already talked about the dip and rip on DRAD, cannabis stocks. I don't know. Are any of them moving? I just don't care about weed stocks, man. Yuck, yuck, yuck. So, Ace, I have hated weed stocks for 3 years now. I mean, I just looked at some of the names that I know off the top of my head. They're all red. Hate weed stocks. Until something changes, okay? But until we get like real news, weed stocks suck, okay? Look at, and I'm not picking on you, buddy, okay? I'm not picking on you. But electric vehicles, cloud computing, SPACs, coronavirus play, social media. I mean, there's like 10 sectors that are better than weed stocks, man. Give up. Give up. I know nobody wants to give up on weed stocks. I get it. They're dead. And I've been screaming that for 3 years. And they never go anywhere. Give up. Move on. SRRK. Watch it for a breakout over 45. I still think, I think there's better out there. So, again, like I said, if you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, I do apologize. I just forgot my iPad. So if you got here late, Sava. Yeah, Sava had some news this morning. Just started running at like 8:15. This would be a VWAP hold high day break into the afternoon. So this thing has held up like a champ over the last couple months. And if you don't know what a VWAP hold high break is, there's like, I think I've got 10 videos on my YouTube. So, or not my YouTube, on the Stocks to Trade YouTube, there's probably 10 different videos going over what a VWAP hold high day break is. So, BLRX, yeah. Speaking of nothing dying, BLRX had a hell of a move yesterday. And I would just, I go back to the top 5 favorite patterns. My ebook, BLRX, top 5 favorite patterns ebook. This is a break of previous days highs on a junk squeezer. So that's a pattern that's in my ebook. It's a pattern I look for every day. Listen, BLRX is junk, squeezed yesterday. If it breaks yesterday's highs, you're on to basically day 3, day 4 of the squeeze, etc. So, one more Diggly. DGLY. We talked about this one the other day. This is just a good example of resistance. I mean, if you go to that 2-day chart on DGLY, I mean, just right there. I mean, for 2 days straight, it could not break out. That's telling you something. So, it tried 50 times, but just could never break. And I know we talked about, that break of 320 yesterday morning, or 310. I don't remember exact the level we talked about. I mean, it tried, but just could not do it. So if you took the trade on DGLY yesterday, it just went sideways all afternoon. You got to move on. When you get a stock that spikes to resistance and cannot break for 2 days straight, hell, it even tried this morning. Look at it. It tried to break 310 at 4 a.m. and still couldn't. That's just a brick wall of resistance. So, all right, everyone, have a great day. Jeff, definitely check out the Steady Trade team. As always, I already did an 8 a.m. webinar. Now I got to do a 9 a.m. one. And have a great day. I say focus on electric vehicles. Seems to be the hottest sector. Keep an eye on DRAD over 350. Saba, afternoon VWAP hold. And market keeps going. Let's go. We're back. Time to rip, baby. All right. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.